more, but maybe you've just decided that more is unrealistic. You've settled for good, believing that great is for someone else. But here's the thing, when you aim for good, you get good. But when you aim for asterisk, great asterisk dot dot, well, you're playing a completely different game. So which star are you aiming for? Imagine a ship in the middle of an endless ocean. Waves crash, storms rise, winds howl. The crew looks up at the stars, not because they can touch them, but because their light gives direction. That's how we live. We are ships on vast oceans navigating unpredictable waters. We can't command the tide or stop the storms, but we can choose the direction we sail. We can choose the stars we aim for. So I have to ask you, which star are you aiming for? Life without something bigger than yourself is like sailing without a compass. You drift, you wander, you just circle the same waters. But when you have a North Star, when you set your eyes on what truly matters, you can endure any storm. You can survive the darkest nights. You can carry on when it feels impossible. One thing I've learned is that no one reaches greatness by accident. It just doesn't happen. No one wakes up one morning and simply arrives at their destiny. It's not luck or coincidence. It's the result of countless nights being led by a faint glow in the distance. Moving 1 degree closer, making one more aligned decision, taking one more risk when it would have been easier to stay anchored in comfort. But you already know that. And here's the truth, you will never reach the stars. That's not the point. The point is that they keep you moving forward. They push you outside of yourself. They give meaning to the waves and purpose to the journey. They give beauty to the unknown. So when doubt whispers, why even bother? When fear shouts, you'll never make it. When people laugh because they can't see what you see, look up. Remember that stars are invisible to those who refuse to lift their gaze. But for those who dare, for those who dream, those stars are guides. They are reminders that progress isn't about arrival, it's about direction. Maybe your star is becoming the person you needed as a child. Maybe it's building something that outlasts you. Maybe it's running toward freedom, or love, or peace. Whatever it is, hold on to it because life will test you. The ocean will shake your faith. But that star, the one shining above you, it will not move. It will not flicker. It will not betray you. And one day, you'll look back at the map of your life and realize those storms ... They didn't break you, they shaped you. Those dark nights didn't blind you. They taught you how to truly see, and those stars? They weren't the destination. They led you to who you were always meant to be. So tonight, when the sea feels endless and your heart whispers, turn back, don't, look up, breathe in. And remember the only command that matters, follow your star. Life is about duality. It's being grateful for the road behind you, but also hungry for what's ahead. That balance is where growth lives. It's why we created AGNS. Always grateful, never satisfied. More than just an apparel company, it's a reminder that there's always another hill to climb. If you go to agns.lifestyle and sign up for our email list, you'll get daily inspiration right to your inbox, the latest updates on new merch, and a 20% discount code. Hope to see you there. You can't create something that already exists. You find it, you unmask it, unveil it, and allow it to shine through. You are who you are, and that's a beautiful thing. Success isn't about replicating someone else's idea of a life well lived. No, it's about removing everything you're asterisk, not asterisk until all that's left is what matters most. You in your most authentic state. In a world obsessed with acquiring more, it's the ones who learn to cut away that truly live. It's in simplification that we find clarity and peace of mind. Life is about meaning, and to deprive yourself of that is to remove the wind from your sails. We are not free until we decide to be. As Greg McKeown says in his book Essentialism, the Latin root of the word decide literally means to cut or kill. It's about walking away from what you're not to unearth the power that was always there. So let's stop asking, what do I need to become who I want to be? And start asking, what can I remove that is infringing upon who I am? Why is it that we seek advice from a million people before we consult ourselves? Are we looking for answers, or are we just looking for permission to be who we already know we are? Deep down, we all know what drives us. Even if the destination is unclear, our hearts know the right direction. We just forget when life becomes about checking boxes and meeting obligations. We forget that our job isn't to play a part in the movie. It's to direct asterisk it. Directing the movie means creating your own expectations. This world, your asterisk world, belongs to you. It's about whether you trust yourself enough to live it for yourself, to stop asking for permission and do what you've always known was right. Freedom isn't a life without chaos. It's trusting yourself to choose which dragons you will slay. It's fighting the battles that lead to your liberation. A life well lived is about intentionality. Where are you going? The why behind your struggle makes all the difference. Accidentally stumbling upon your fear and intentionally facing it are two completely different things. We are built to overcome. The question is whether you will step out of the line someone else made for you and live a life that is truly your own. And if it's crazy, great. Let it be crazy. If it's unique, perfect. Stand out. And if it scares you, my God, if it scares you, don't you dare turn back. Give yourself permission to follow your intuition. Let the stakes be higher, but let the rewards be meaningful. Let the chaos be your own to tame. Every twist and turn becomes a chapter in the story of your becoming. This is your life. It's your obligation to live it fully. While the world slept, I stayed awake. I couldn't bear to drift into a dream knowing it would end when I opened my eyes. I put my goals in a backpack, threw it over my shoulder, and left. Destination unknown. But I was armed with the belief that opportunities exist wherever you bring them to life. There comes a point when dreaming becomes an adversary. I didn't want to hope or wish. The beauty of life is that it provides all the necessary pieces, as long as your eyes remain open. As a mind lays dormant, so does opportunity. A folded map suggests a million possibilities, but it will never take you anywhere until you open your door and step outside. I wanted to feel the wind on my face. Time is the most precious commodity. So while the world slept, I stayed awake. The secret isn't in opening your eyes, it's in what you allow them to see. It's easy to live while being asleep, walking right by the opportunities we can use to shape our lives. It's about trading what you kind of want for what you really want. Let your dreams envy your reality. And while the rest of the world sleeps, I dare you to stay awake. I dare you to get everything you've ever wanted. On that long drive in the middle of the night, everything I knew in the rearview mirror, I learned the value of making the difficult decision. Through disappointment, I learned the power of loyalty. Through failures and stress, I learned that life goes on. When you allow yourself to fall, you build an immunity to the fear of hitting the ground. You just get back up stronger. Through heartbreak and loss, I learned to appreciate every single moment, to recognize the fragility of the present. In the wake of past anger, I learned to pick my battles. Rarely is it worth the time. Have you ever felt like you were walking a tightrope between building your dreams and tearing them all down? I have. From being overlooked, disregarded, the smallest person in the room. I learned the value of true leadership, the benefit of empowering those around you and making them feel seen. I learned that walking alone is sometimes necessary, but building a vision that others believe in is unparalleled. Life is the ultimate teacher, and only through its toughest tests can its curriculum truly be understood. Only then can its lessons take shape. Everything you need already exists, right here, right now. You just have to open your eyes to find an inevitable truth. This universe wants you to win. It's holding its hand out, providing you with everything you need. You just have to understand. Understand that the lows prepare you for the highs. The losses set up the gains. The mistakes build a foundation for the greatest things you will ever do. Life is a teacher. And if you listen, you'll see it has no bounds. No restrictions, just the next chapter waiting for you to write it. Strong enough. That's all life asks of us. Strong enough to carry on. Strong enough to take an uncertain step forward. Strong enough to be better than we were yesterday. Everything starts with being strong enough. That one decision to make a single move towards an existence that is not yet yours. Not yet. But understanding that it could be yours is a greater accomplishment than even making it so. As the old Latin proverb says, once you've started, you're halfway there. Halfway. Not because you found a secret shortcut, but because convincing yourself that you have everything you need is the greatest barrier to entry. It's the wall around the castle. And once you scale that, everything else just works itself out with time. Life asks that we be strong enough to start the clock. It asks that we have the strength to begin. Because just as things start with strong enough, they can just as easily end there. How many journeys were never started because we forgot that our job wasn't to suddenly appear at the destination, but simply to find the courage to take one small step in that direction. How much of our potential do we leave on the shelf because we forgot the goal wasn't an overnight transformation, but a trust in the process? The heart to paint a first stroke, make a first call, walk out the door. Strong enough can be a beginning or an ending. It's a fire that can nourish or it can burn out. And that perhaps is the greatest question of our lives. When life demands more of us, will we only see the vastness of the mountaintop and feel small? Or will we remember that we are strong enough to advance, to push back against the chaos? That's not only all that's required of us, but it's the key to everything worth doing. Where some bow down to the impossible, you have to see it for what it is. The many possibilities that comprise it. An improved existence isn't about changing reality in one fell swoop, but having the strength to carry on, to take another step. As time unfolds, those steps become the blueprint for a better tomorrow. That courage, that strength, it's everything you'll ever need. Every single dream you have starts with a simple understanding that it's obtainable, that you can make it real. Self-belief is the gatekeeper standing between your current reality and your future one. Think of your reality as a city you live in, surrounded by high walls. Many people will only ever know the existence within those walls. It's all they see, all they believe. It's only self-belief, a confidence in something greater outside those walls that opens the gate and expands your world. If you don't believe anything good exists on the other side, why would you ever begin the journey? This formula is simple. We only move towards outcomes we believe are possible. That's more important than ability, skill, or strength. Believing in yourself trumps all of it. The person with an average skill set who truly believes in something will always beat the talented person who is unsure, who procrastinates, who has one foot in and one foot out. If you don't believe in yourself, you're building a city on sand. Great things are rare for a reason. They require a fight. You have to get uncomfortable, sacrifice more, and pay a steeper price than most are willing to. And if you can't look in the mirror and know you're one of the select few, what happens when life punches back? You'll retreat to what's safe and comfortable. But when you your movie ends at the top of the mountain, your brain internalizes conflict differently. For someone with self-belief, obstacles don't make you wonder if you should keep going. You already know you have to keep going. You haven't arrived yet. Obstacles simply make you ask, how can I get through this? It's a small shift that changes everything. At some point, you'll look around and realize very few people even get to the how question. They all got stuck back at if. They never saw the sunset beyond those city walls because they never truly opened the gates. For 16 years of my education, no teacher ever told me, hey, 99% of life is just believing you can figure things out as they come. It was always about statistics, about how few people succeed. But none of that matters. Most of the world quits when things get challenging. If you have the courage to believe in yourself, you'll succeed. Why? Because you won't stop until you find a way. That's the power of self-belief. At one point, I didn't think a flexible lifestyle or certain financial goals were a reality for me. They existed outside my city walls. I didn't believe they were real or that I could create them. But when my belief changed, my reality changed. You will always follow through on who you believe you are. So sometime today, look at your reflection. Everything you need, you already have. I promise. You are equipped to change your life and the world around you. Feel that truth and never question it again. From now on, the only question is how. Your fate isn't a coin flip. It's a puzzle waiting to be solved. And those two eyes looking back at you are more than capable of figuring it out. Ask simply, do you want it? And if the answer is yes, open that door and begin a journey unlike any other. A journey where you have the answers, the ability, and now, the self-belief. That will be more than enough to get you to dawn. But here's a warning, there are always barbarians at the gate. I mean this in the sense that the second we give less than our best, we don't just let the important things fade. We let the outside world infiltrate and take over. In his History of Civilizations, Will Durant wrote that barbarism is always around civilization ... ready to engulf it. It waits patiently for any weakness. Durant says societies are born stoic and die Epicurean, created from discipline. But they fall apart when people take things for granted, when pleasure becomes the standard. It's like your life is a submarine, and the ocean of complacency is constantly putting pressure on it, looking for a crack. Compare that to an idea from Jim Rohn. He said that even small compromises with your goals are dangerous. Saying, "Oh, it's just one time," is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It begins the downfall. It plants a seed. It cracks the door for those barbarians waiting patiently outside, the ones who know discipline isn't guaranteed. It must be built and protected. Given the slightest opportunity, they will bring your world to ashes. It's up to you to protect what is worth protecting. Have you ever had a crazy productive week and thought, "This is great, I need to keep this going"? And then, slowly, the routine slips away. It crashes because the parameters weren't protected. You let it slip just once, and once is a whisper to your subconscious that it's okay to concede. It says, "It's alright, I'll only stray from my path for the important things." But now you've created a problem. How do you decide when it's important enough to quit or cheat? The areas where we grow the most are the same areas where we leave no room for negotiation. X, Y, or Z is going to happen because it is who you are. And that door stays shut to the outside world, to the mediocrity telling you your plans don't matter, to the barbarians looking for any excuse to infiltrate. The point isn't to avoid fun. Of course not. The point is to decide which parts of your life are non-negotiable. The parts that matter most are the ones that will be tested the most. The barbarians will tell you just once isn't the end of the world. But life shows us that greatness isn't one monumental action. It's keeping the intruders out. It's remaining diligent. Yes, there are always enemies at the gate, but there is also within you the ability to keep them in check. In your empire, you are the gatekeeper. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build your best life. I'll see you in the next one.